that there is a significant increase in the sales of condom during Christmas. Hello and welcome to another episode of Talk with F. Mambasi. And on today's episode, we are going to be shaking tables. Yeah, you heard me right. We are shaking tables, but I'm not just going to shake the tables alone. I have a guest, a beautiful one at that. And if you've been following my show, you would definitely know her. Yes, her name is Ego Esther. She is a nurse and a content writer. Thank you for coming back on the show.
I'm glad to be here again.
So the question. Why do condom manufacturers make more sales during Christmas? What is the reason behind it?
The obvious reason is that their clients are more motivated to make purchases, and that brings us to the big question: why do they buy it more during the Christmas season? And Christmas is a season of fun, excitement, and lots of adventures. And to so many young people, they interpret fun and adventure as sex.
So I have a question. Is sex supposed to be classified as fun activity?
In my own opinion, no. I might sound outdated and old school to some people, but I still maintain my stand that sex is not a casual activity. I don't see sex as something you just do to maybe relieve stress or just have some fun or express your excitement. I think sex is a big deal. Yes, it's a big deal, and it is something you should do with someone you have a true connection with and for the right reasons. So that's how I see it.
Okay. I was wondering, why do more people get involved in sexual activities during Christmas period?
I've heard a lot of reasons, but there are some that actually stand out. And one of them is the fact that during Christmas period, a lot of people want to explore, they want to be adventurous and just try out new things. And one of those new things includes sex. So this is one of the major reasons why more people get involved in sex during Christmas. They are all excited, they're trying to relax after a long year. And for so many people, sex is an avenue to let all the stress out. That's one of the major reasons. Also, there's a popular reason that we all know: the weather.
Weather for two.
Yes, you get that. Yeah. So for a lot of people, the Harmattan season is the perfect excuse to get under the sheets and
It's cold now.
But then there are alternatives to that. I mean, there's coffee and
I don't think a lot of people are going to subscribe to that idea of coffee. Okay, so what other reason?
Yeah, another reason, this one is kind of particular to ladies.
Okay.
Yeah, some ladies have deadlines and goals that they've set for their marital status. So for some ladies, they're trying to meet up with their marital deadline, the clock is ticking, he hasn't proposed, and maybe they've been sticking to the no sex before marriage agenda. And here they are, the year is winding down, and nothing has happened yet. So some people might think, okay, let me just give in. Maybe that might make him to propose during this season, or at least take us a step further.
Yeah.
So this is another major reason why most people get involved in sex.
I was wondering, why would someone be celibate from January, November, and then it gets to December? Like, what's the reason? What's the motivation behind that?
The last point I mentioned would be the perfect answer to that.
Okay, which means, sorry, in case someone just started watching,
they're trying to meet up with their marital deadline. This is Christmas, and a lot of people are getting married, getting engaged, and
meeting up with marital deadline would be, especially for the ladies.
Yeah.
But what about guys? Because I know guys that are celibate. What is their own motivation? Like, Uncle said he's not going to sleep with anybody. Then December, what's the problem?
Well, from the angle of, I'm not a guy, but I'll try to put myself in their shoes or try to see it from their own perspective. Some guys might just figure out that marriage is the only thing that can make a certain lady or lady they're going out with agree to have sex with them. And this period is a strategic time to bring that in. I'm going to see your parents this Christmas, let's start making plans, let's tell your parents I'm coming. So that can make the lady to let her guard down and get relaxed, get her hopes up, and It could be a means of getting what he has been pursuing, maybe all through the years or the months.
You're sincerely avoiding the questions about the guys because you don't want to say anything about
I can't really
guys.
speak for them. I will just do my best as I do in my own personality.
I've seen people, involved in sexual activities because of gains. For example, a young girl involved in sexual activities during Christmas because she wants to gain something from the guy. What do you have to say about stuff like that? Is it really the right thing to do? Sleeping with people because you want to get monetary gains or favors? Yeah.
To me, I think that's a very bad gamble. Yeah, it's a risky gamble because at the end of the day, even if you get those things, you're losing something. Yes. You might think it's just a free exchange. Is it not sex? I just slept with him and he gave me some amount of money. It's nothing. Yeah, a new phone and all of that. They're actually losing something in the process of it, which they might not know now. So I think that is a very bad move to make on the part of ladies. It's not advisable at all.
It's not advisable. So do you believe in keeping yourself to marriage, especially as a young lady?
Well, I still
Do you subscribe to that fact?
I still subscribe to
I
I still believe it's a special thing that should be done with.
kept for your husband and all. Okay, I subscribe to that as well. That's the best thing to do, not because I'm a Christian, but
No.
I believe that's the best thing to do. I mean, why have so many body counts? It doesn't add to my bank account, does it? So, as a medical practitioner, what do you have to tell people about having sex with everybody they meet during Christmas? What do you have to tell them? Because, I will not say this one. What do you have to tell them?
Okay, we know that Christmas is all about catching fun and catching cruise. But my advice would be, as you're catching cruise, make sure it's only cruise that you're catching. Don't catch STDs alongside it because it wouldn't be good to have a good time during Christmas and then come back in January with loads of sicknesses.
No, but you said catch STDs. We already established the fact that there's a higher sale of condom. There isn't condom. Can people still get diseases even when they use condom?
Of course, that
Really?
can still happen, yes. That's what a lot of people don't know. There are some diseases you can still get even while you're using condom.
Like?
Yes, there can be transmissions like if the partner has genital warts. Yeah, they are not restricted. It's a type of STI that presents as rash-like symptoms around the private part. So it is not restricted to only a small area of it. It could extend down to the labs. I won't go into too much detail.
I think you should, though.
But then, even as they are wearing the condom, it doesn't protect them from the warts that are on the sides, and they could be open. So friction and all that rough activities, it can transmit fluids from the opening. And the lady herself might have a cut on the skin and she might not be aware. And we know that shaving
Can bring about
shaving, they do that a lot, getting ready. So by the time you're freshly shaved,
Okay.
yeah, you get that.
Yeah, we got that point.
So,
Okay.
like shaving the gifts and
Yeah,
all that. So
yeah.
when you do that, you've exposed your skin. There are tiny cuts in your skin after that shaving. So your skin is actually open and prone at that moment. So this is an example of a sickness you can get even while you're using condom. And we also know that a lot of people, they engage in blowjobs and they don't do this with condom. Yes. So after doing that during foreplay without the condom, you want to get into the main thing and you get out the condom and you think you're safe. No, you're not safe. The saliva in your mouth can catch a whole lot of nasty things during the foreplay, and there are lots of them. There are lots of them, and there are growing concerns actually now in the medical field about the resistance of particular disease, gonorrhea. Yes, it's getting more resistant. So this is one of the diseases you can get through foreplay. You give blowjob without a condom, you can get gonorrhea, you can still get syphilis, you can still get a lot of the list is endless. the list is endless. So even if you use the condom during the men act, ask yourself, what about the foreplay? Did I use a condom? So there's still an open window for me to catch an STI.
I don't know. Since secondary school, I've always been having this. People say you can avoid pregnancy through condom. How true is that?
Sure, that's very true. But then
Is there a slight chance?
yes, it's a slight chance of the condom breaking.
Oh,
Yes, without you knowing. And then there are some minor cases we've heard of some guys being mischievous that they slip it out and
then the person gets pregnant.
yeah, without the duty knowing.
And getting pregnant is not something a young lady wants to do during
Yeah.
Christmas. I mean, you travel home to bond with your family and you're
Come
going
back with a surprise
pregnancy.
baby.
So what's the best thing to do? Like, what's the best thing to do?
The way I see it, the best thing to do is to have clean fun. Yeah. You can enjoy your Christmas without
Engaging
having
in
lots
sexual
of
activities.
Yes. Sex is not the only way to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. There are lots of things.
There's a way.
Like if you're going to travel to your village, have you explored your village? Some villages have very natural
Streams,
scenes. Yeah.
so-
Even water fountains. Some villages
Have
have
fun.
that and you don't know about it. So you can go out, have fun, hike, just have clean fun. Yes, meet new people, have clean fun, bond with your family.
Sex
and
is not
friends.
fun. Like, it's not fun. They're going to charge me for this. Like, I feel like, but truly, it's not fun. It's not fun. It might be sweet and all when the moment is set
Yeah,
up and
it
all
comes
that for them. But then it's not really
afterwards.
fun. Like, how do you compare having serious fun where you're laughing with your friends, you're bonding? How do you compare it with? I feel like they disrespect sex when they call it fun. It should be more of a sweet moment
Yeah,
between
so,
couples.
yeah.
So classically that's fun. Like it should be something so simple and casual, right? So I mean, I don't know. If I'm not a medical practitioner, but if I'm to give an advice, I would say stay away from sex. Stay away from sex. Keep yourself, guys, girls, keep yourself. Is there a need
Yeah.
to
Even up from our own end, as we give our medical advice, we advise stick to one partner, use protection. At the bottom line, we also add, if you can, abstain. Abstinence protects you from unwanted pregnancy, STDs. You don't have to worry about all those
I don't
risks.
know.
Yeah.
Sleeping with different people before marriage, does it have an effect on man or woman or child or something? Is there any significant effect?
The only effect that can come from that would be as a result of getting infected during those processes and not knowing, not treating it. So it stays for a long time. It can lead to complications. You have something like PID, that's pelvic inflammatory disease for women, and also in men. So some people actually they are very active sexually, but then they don't go for tests. So they are lucky, yes,
but they've still not had any
yes.
tests.
And you know, as women, medically, symptoms don't always show up as early as it does in men. So a woman can carry an infection for 1 year and she doesn't know. It's
Wow.
possible. It's possible.
First thing is just
It's
abstain
possible.
from
Yes,
sex.
it's possible. So the guy you're doing it with can go away, can go scot free. But
But it's always
you,
worse on our side.
yeah, ladies are always getting heavier end of the
I've
stick.
learned so much about sex and the implications that come from having sex with different people during Christmas. Wow, it's been an amazing episode, I must say. What are your parting words for young persons, especially young ladies?
My parting words would be: sex is not a ticket to your point. Whether it's a proposal or gifts or whatever it is that it might be in your own case, it is not a ticket to that. You might end up having sex with a guy, getting pregnant, and you travel back to where you came from, and you're left
Malaysia.
to do Malaysia and all that, and you're left alone with the consequences. So, at this period, be on the edge. Don't let go of your guards that you're holding on
Principles
to.
and
Yes,
boundaries.
your principles. Christmas is not what's losing all the things you've been building, because when you let go, you go steps backward. Let's say you've been building on yourself, personal development and all of that, and just maintaining a high standard for yourself, and all of a sudden, within a few days, you just let all of that go. Mentally, you take at least 5 steps, for example, backwards. So the new year comes, and instead of you to build from where you left off. You're now trying to recover from all the bad decisions you took during the Christmas period. That's not a good one at all. So my advice would be stay focused. Stay focused. Don't lose that.
It's a wrap on today's episode. Thank you so much, Nurse Esther, for being here with me today.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you for hanging out with us today on today's episode of Talk with Efema Basi. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you want another round of this discussion, let me know in the comment section. And on to the next episode. Stay safe.